Good morning. You're listening to WNJC 1360, the Eye of the Tiger. With me this morning, we have the Grand activist, Jose, the man takes no prisoner, Santiago. And he is ready to come and tear the mayor to pieces. Mary! Mary! That's what we said yesterday. We had a great protest yesterday in front of City Hall, and we had a casket, and we bury our future, and patrolled that, and took that casket around City Hall, and it was okay, but there was nothing on the papers today about it. And when you do something and it does not come out on the papers, we have a problem. It's like you didn't do anything. But Mary got the message, and we will be back next Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
We'll be back into this.
And we will have our casket with us. And we will continue. We're going to parade the casket all over Camden until Mary gets it through her head. Mary, get it through your head that you have to do something for the people of Camden. We have with us, again, John. How are you, John?
Hey, Angel,
Good morning, John.
Hey,
John, buenos dias.
Last night.
Oh, my God, John.
Wasn't that something?
Yeah, that was Perry and Rodney.
They were going at it.
Went at it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, though, this Kane guy, boy, did he come out of left field. But at least, whether like him or hate him, at least he's got a plan. No one else has any plan. I always like to hear somebody say, well, listen, I got a plan.
He's an independent.
Yeah. But what's Perry?
No, I agree with you. I mean, you're right.
Perry came out with a plan, right?
He just looks dumb to me. I'm sorry.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's stuffy.
Yeah. Almost like a mannequin or, you know what I mean?
The problem with Perry is a tough guy from Texas. That's how he came out. He came out. Guns loaded, shooting.
Yep.
And now, they blew one of his tires, and he can't get back into the rhythm of things. He can't get that mojo back. He lost the mojo.
But I'll tell you something, Angel. If they nominate Mitt Romney as their front runner, Barack Obama's going to kill him because here's a guy, he made all his money on Wall Street.
I don't think so.
And who wants a guy that made his money on Wall Street?
I don't think.
I mean, in this day and age, look, you got protesters in every city now. I just don't. Maybe Obama's so mortally wounded.
He is, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And besides, this country is half and half divided.
Well, right now,
John, the only guy who had a chance of beating Obama is not on the race.
And who would that be?
Chris Christie.
Yeah.
He's not in the race.
He's going to be the vice presidential
That's
candidate.
what I heard. He's going to be the vice president.
Yeah, after all that mumbo jumbo that happened last night and all the bickering back and forth and going at each other's throats.
Yeah.
None of them are going to be vice president material. He can't be.
No, I just think that I think Romney would probably be the nominee, but I think that his vulnerability is going to be everybody's bitching and moaning about Wall Street and about corporate profits and not being able to refinance their houses and not doing this.
Right.
And Mitt Romney's a very rich guy and he made his money on Wall Street. And I mean, I just think I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying I see it as a liability.
But look what the president did. He threw all that money there to them, and the money is
true too.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but they're both running in the same car, really.
You're going to have him and Christie on the ticket. You're going to have Romney Christie. Just
Christie has to be somewhere in there, or they don't stand a chance. You know what's going to happen?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And you said it. You said it about 6 months ago. The only way that Obama could have a landslide is if he gets Hillary on the ticket. And nobody's talking about it.
That could happen.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do it.
Oh, that could happen.
She ain't that.
Well, the Clintons are so power hungry that I have to think that she would. I mean, if they here's what it comes down to: if they think for a second that they can't beat Romney with Joe Biden on the ticket, then I think you could get Hillary. But one other tantalizing aspect to all this, and this probably won't happen, but all these polls show that Hillary's more popular than Obama.
Oh, definitely.
Right now.
Definitely.
I mean, that's another interesting.
John, to set her up for the next election, because if Christie don't run now, he damn sure going to run in the next election.
He said that.
To set to set the Democratic Party for 2016, you have to have Hillary on the ticket. Who else is going to take that position?
I think it could happen. I mean,
she did a facelift too.
Oh, you know what? She definitely did
She
something.
looks good. She looks
I mean,
good.
if you look at pictures of her,
She looks better now than what she was.
than 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Money and power will
Because
do that
she-
for
Yeah,
you.
but when you go in overseas, you can get all that plastic surgery free and fast.
Oh yeah, but you know he's right though. I mean,
cheap and fast.
But Hillary does look if you-
Better, much better
it's
than
un-
what she was.
Man, she used to remember when look at the pictures when
was
Clinton was
ugly. She was
with the
ugly.
big Coke bottle glasses and she was chunky in the rear end.
Even when she was when he was president, she wasn't that good looking.
And
She-
someone-
Not at all.
and
Not
someone
at all.
said that
But
she
now,
was kinda-
let me tell you,
And she's 65 years old and she looks
Yeah.
great.
No,
she
she
looks
does.
good.
She looks great. But
But she will never be a president.
You know,
I
Vice
don't think so.
President Bite Me
Yeah.
has no. There is nothing left of that guy. Every time he opens his mouth,
put his
it's
foot-
controversial.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, oh my God!
I'll leave you alone, but I got to tell you, I remember the time when the flu was spreading,
Yeah.
and he scared the hell out of everybody. Remember?
I remember
He went on
that.
the Today Show, and they said, Mr. Vice President, would you let your family fly or go on a train? And he said, no, not right now. Thanks for calming us down. Nothing like keeping the population calm, Mr. Vice President.
Yeah. But you're absolutely right, John. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you for stepping in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. It's true. I don't think Obama's going to win. His presidency is down the drain. He can get the numbers. He can get the numbers. And I think Mitt Romney is going to win. And maybe Christie be his vice president because people want jobs and people want the government to stop growing. People want someone who could do something and return this United States of America to what it was. And definitely it's not our President Obama. And that's what it's all about. It's about people. It's about jobs. It's about people getting back to the nitty-gritty.
Well, I disagree with you. I think President Obama has an excellent chance of winning.
Heck no.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to watch Fox
Absolutely.
News. He's so down.
Fox is with the Republicans.
No.
And CNN is more neutral.
What are you, CNN neutral? Are you kidding me?
They're more neutral.
Look at the
towards
ratings.
Democrats.
Look at the ratings. Fox News is murdering. Nobody watches CNN no more.
I watch it.
Bill O'Reilly.
I like Bill O'Reilly.
Right, fair, balanced and fair. He's true. He's balanced and fair. But
I like Bill O'Reilly.
how about those people who are over there in New York demonstrating for what?
Oh.
What demonstrating?
Oh,
They don't even know.
Occupy Wall Street.
Why are they demonstrating?
They are. They're there demonstrating because this country is going from rich to poor. They are eliminating the middle class.
To poor.
They're eliminating the middle class, and they're there, and I agree with them. I would love to go and protest with them. I'm trying to find the time to do that.
But they're so confused. They got so much stuff going on. I mean, they like
They-
one
they're
guy
all
wants
some-
this,
I-
one guy
I give you that. I give you that.
I mean,
they are all over the place.
They're not,
Like in Camden, when
Right.
we protest,
Yeah.
we're specific.
Right.
We're for jobs.
They don't have a-
we're for the killing in the streets. We're for the lack
housing,
of cops,
with
lack of
tax.
housing.
We
fast
have an
food.
agenda.
Camden has a laundry list a mile long, Miss Mayor Red.
but over there, there's this guys that they're crazy. They don't even know, and then you know what makes it worse? Then they start smoking pot, and they start doing sex and all that, and they start like back in what you call that? The other one they had when I was young, the one they had upstate New York. I forgot the name of it.
What?
They had that happen once before.
What?
Well, all these
What happened?
hippies got together. I forgot the name of it. It's so long ago that. Well, ladies, yo voy a hablar en español un ratito, lo que Cordero contesta el teléfono. Tenemos un problema. Cordero, María Cortés y yo de vez en cuando estamos tratando de hacer algo por la comunidad y hacer algo para que la gente tenga derecho a apelar sus propiedades y tenga derecho a defender sus derechos. Pero una cosa que yo se lo dije a Cordero, que me dio coraje, porque, como dije yo, Cordero, Mericortés mayormente, Cordero y Mericortés, como digo yo de vez en cuando salgo y hablo, porque tengo otras cosas también que hacer. Y la gente me pregunta a mí cuando me ven en la bodega o me vean allá en el flea market o me ven aquí, Santiago, mira, ven acá, ¿qué está pasando? ¿Qué es lo que hay? ¿Que nos van a bajar los taxes? ¿Qué van a hacer por nosotros? Mire, señor, con todo su respeto, señor y señora, con todo su respeto, Cordero, Mary Cortés y otros cuantos más van todos los martes y hacen una demostración. Y ustedes se sientan en su casa tranquilitos, como siempre, a esperar que Colón baje el dedo. Mire, la vida no es así. Usted no puede contar en un grupo de personas que prácticamente ha dado su vida defendiendo los derechos de la comunidad, mientras ustedes están echándose fresco. No, señor, mire, vaya, usted quiere saber, vaya, únase a Cordero, únase a Mary Cortés, únase a los demás que están peleando por sus derechos. Pero por favor, no me hagan esas preguntas allí porque yo me siento mal. ¿Tú quieres saber lo que está pasando? Mira, ves allí. ¿Tú quieres saber lo que tienes que hacer? Óyenos por la radio. Toda aquella persona que quiera apelar puede ir a City Hall, al tercer piso, a la oficina del asesor, y inscribirse para que vayan a hacer un acceso.
Apelar a la alcaldesa.
Apelar a la alcaldesa. Vayan allí y le dan el nombre de la señora, su dirección, y ellos van a ponerle la lista. Ellos la van a llamar para atrás para decirle si los llaman, porque no sabemos todavía. No sabemos si es verdad que van a llamar. Dijeron que iban a llamar, Cordero. El hombre dijo que iba. Ahora no sabemos si va a llamar. Pero al menos usted fue, dio su nombre, y lo tiene ahí en la lista. Y ponga el día que lo hizo, para cosas que cualquier cosa pase, se lo puede dar a Cordero, se lo puede dar a María Cortés, los que están envueltos. Mira, tal día fue tal, para que ellos tengan pruebas de que sí ustedes fueron. Otra cosa es, hay aplicaciones para las personas de clase media, las personas, los senior citizens, para los envejecientes, para darle un crédito del Estado. Eso se termina el 31 de este mes. El 31 de este mes. Tiene que ir a City Hall, a la oficina de la alcaldesa, allá está Ana, y le dice que le dé la aplicación para aplicar para la ayuda del Estado, para las personas de clase media, de edad media, sobre 65 en adelante, para que puedan apelar, para que puedan que le den los dineros en los taxes. Lo que llama home rebate.
Some sad news. My mother, my girls, my fiance's mother, grandma passed away, and it's a great lady. Her name is Josefina. Was a great person, a great pastor, and she just passed away, and it's a terrible loss. And I have with me on the line Marixa, her daughter. Hi, Marixa.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm all right, hanging in there.
Tell me a little bit about your mom, and tell me when is the viewing and the funeral, and tell me all the details. And so I know she has a lot of friends in Camden. Yes,
she has a lot of friends and people in brothers and sisters in Christ. My mother was a very, very active pastor, evangelist. She loved the Lord deeply. She had a passion for people's souls to be saved. She touched the lives of many people. She married a lot of people. She baptized a lot of people. She gave a lot of sweet 16s, a lot of baby baptisms. My mom just loved helping the community. She had this mission that she, wanted to make a difference and spread the word of peace, joy, happiness, of salvation to people, to let them know that, that there is a kingdom of heaven where she's at now, because she definitely earned her crown. She's up there with, with God and all the angels up there, and she's in peace, and she's happy, and she touched the lives of many, many, many people, and I'm so overwhelmed with that, and the funeral's going to be, the viewing's going to be today at the Marco Funeral in Vineland. The address is r-19 East Landis Avenue in Vineland, New Jersey, 08360. And, we're going to celebrate her life, and share memories of so many people, prisons that she went to, hospitals, everywhere. She was so just active for the Lord, just getting people saved and making a difference in their lives. And I'm just so proud of her. I'm so proud of her that she was my mom. I'm so proud of her.
But, death is part of life.
It's part of the cycle of life. And when you have death, you also have renewal, so and that's what, and we look at when somebody passes, we look at their legacy. What did they leave behind? Yes,
and Josefina left a great family, strong family, and great people, and her seed will forever continue to grow.
Beautiful.
She had touched a lot of people in her great work as a pastor, and it's a terrible loss here, but she's right now with God. Yes. And doing something greater than what she did down here.
And that's what we should all, and that's what we should all aspire to do, is to do something greater.
Yes.
Yes. To carry on in that spirit, here we are and here you are, try to do something greater, try to fight for the future of our children, of our community. And the fight doesn't cease. It's every day, and like you were saying earlier, it's just there's not enough time.
We work hard, but the devil works harder. He never stops. But we shall overcome. Great pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nieves.
Thank you.
It is awesome to have you here. You sent me an email, right? With fixcamden.com.
Oh yeah, there's a website up that if you missed.
He couldn't find it.
Before we go any further.
But did you find it, fixcamden.com?
Yes, but before we go any further, mi más sentido pésame a tu esposa y a la familia por la pérdida de su abuelita, y que Dios la tenga en los reinos del cielo.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Great woman, Josefina. Wow. Great. We did yesterday. Remember that light bulb from last week?
Yes, had a few light bulbs last week. But this is an opportunity for those that don't get a chance to listen to it on the radio. Now you can hear the whole week's, the whole session from last week at fixcamden.com, and you can hear it on YouTube. There's links to the YouTube playback, or you can listen to it on your cell phone, and it has a broadband one if you're on your home computer.
It's awesome.
You can hear it on your cell phone.
I like that man right there. Look.
And let me tell you, I heard it and I found it. You have to load apples, because it goes through Apple. Apple.
Well, there's 3 different links, right. So depending on what phone or where you're listening from, you can also hear it on YouTube.
I had it going Apple.
But you can probably listen to it on your phone,
right.
If you just go through the YouTube link. But anyway, just go to fixcamden.com, and hopefully it works. One of the links will work for you.
But let me tell you, Hardy, we look professional, man.
You can't have that.
It was professional, man. I mean, it looks like one of those big shows they have in TV. It was like one of those big shows we have in TV. Oh, yeah, it was good.
But I tell you, remember that light bulb from last week, the light bulb idea? So we went and we took a casket to City Hall yesterday. We paraded the casket all over City Hall, demanding that the mayor and politicians of Camden do their job. Fix the schools. Create jobs. Housing. Reassess these property. Help the community of Camden. More cops in the street. Our future was in that box. Our future is in a coffin right now, because we're dying in the city of Camden. And I blame the Eugene Red, The regime Red, I blame Mayor Red because last year, at this time, we were better off. We have slided backwards, downwards. We are in a downward spiral.
We're at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, some people say when you hit battle, you can't get any worse. Well, we have gotten worse.
It can always get worse.
Right.
It can always get worse, okay?
I blame the regime of Mayor Red. That is it. But let me just say something. That elections are coming up.
Yes, they are.
Elections are coming up. And Mayor Red and her regime has gone out of the way to punish the Hispanic community in Camden. Has gone out of her way to punish the Hispanic community in Camden. She continued to lay people off, majority of the Hispanic community, people that have been working 20 years, 25 years in Camden have been laid off, promised to give them a job back, and now forget it, no jobs. Continue to, again, I'm going to emphasize it, punish the Hispanic community. Now, you wonder why is she trying to punish the Hispanic community? Well,
tell me why.
Very recent. When you're punished and you see that nothing is going your way, that you have given up in this election, the first thing you say, I ain't voting.
Right. People don't care.
So, in my opinion, and just my opinion, the Mayor Red regime has punished the Hispanic community in purpose so they don't come out to vote in the next election. And it's working. Because every Hispanic I see said, I ain't voting. These people are nothing for me. I hate them politicians. It is working. My message to you, let's turn it around. Let's go out and vote.
Well, we better do something because if the people feel apathetic, they don't care. But what happens? Like in 71, people don't care until something happens and then everybody blows up and they burn the city down. We gotta stop before we get there. We gotta do something before we get there.
My thing is, how do we get there?
How we get there?
How we got there? I tell you,
we voted Mayor Red in.
Right. So,
she made a lot of promises.
Made a lot of
make a lot of promises.
And made a lot of promises.
Before you make a point, let me make one more point about Mayor Red. Mayor Red did nothing as a city council, did nothing as vice president of council, did nothing as senator, and continue now as mayor has even done nothing for this community, okay? So 3 strikes on this woman.
3 striking you out.
And do you know, and can anybody dispute me? Yeah. Can anybody put anything on the table right now because I want to be fair. What she has done as council, as a vice president of the council, as senator, and as mayor, constructive for this community. Okay. One thing, give me one thing.
What I have done?
That Mayor Ray has done in the 6 year or 8 year span that she had. Nothing.
Right.
I want to be fair to her.
Nothing major that I can think of.
Right.
Little. How about little?
Nah.
Didn't they paint like the vacant houses on
but that's
no, I'm serious because I saw her name on it Dana Red.
No, I saw it. A vacant house.
I'll take a picture of it next time. Yeah.
A vacant house.
They painted like the doors and the windows. They boarded them up and then put her name on it.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, something.
That's nothing. Who paid for the paint?
I don't know.
Who paid for the guy to paint it?
Probably the city. I mean, you did. I did. The taxpayers.
Okay,
yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something. She painted
like a campaign poster. That'll last there for years.
Campaign. Oh.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me when I see the name every time I go down. Mount
so it was
Ephraim.
for her campaign.
Okay.
Her campaign paid for it.
No, I'm not saying it's for her campaign. I'm just saying that when I see the vacant houses boarded up and painted and with her name on it, to me that's like a campaign poster because your name is always out there.
And your friends love that stuff.
So I mean, I can give her something. She painted a vacant house.
Okay.
A couple of them.
A abandoned house.
Okay.
A couple.
Yeah, a
couple. I'm sorry,
okay.
A couple. That's good.
What I was saying, how we got there? We got there because our people Here I go back. Here I go back again. Here I go back again. No, I'm going back again because
go back.
Go back.
You're the historian here.
I was
waiting.
talking to him before about that.
We're
Our
waiting.
people got a habit of staying home all the elections. They complain, los boricuas, los hispanos, they complain.
No hacen nada.
No hacen nada, se quedan en su casa, no velan por los hijos, no velan por las elecciones, votan por la misma gente todo el tiempo. They always voting for the same people.
no votan.
They give them $20.
O no votan.
Ellos fuertes goes around giving some money, give him a sandwich, give him a poquito de ajo con gandules,
But that's
and don't get
criticism,
too.
okay? Give me something else.
No, but
mean,
this
I
is
see
how
that.
we got there. Now, and I'm
Okay, I understand how we got there.
yeah, and I'm upset, but we have to remember these people that they have to get up their butt.
You never let us forget. How
No,
can we forget?
It's not going to happen until the checks stop coming.
That's right.
When the Section 8 checks don't arrive,
Right.
when the welfare checks
I'm
don't arrive.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You know, when the
I'm with you.
Medicaid doesn't arrive,
No.
and you see how they're already cutting in some states, 10%, 5%.
Oh,
California,
listen to-
look,
oh, yeah,
Jose,
yeah.
last year,
Right.
a year and a half ago, in California, Governor Schwarzenegger actually proposed doing away with the whole Medicare, like Medicaid system in the state, because the federal government pays like 2/3 or 3/4, and they were like, you know what? We don't want to pay anything. We can't afford it. California's bankrupt. When he did
Yeah,
that,
but California is very social.
but yeah, they have a lot of social programs. But when he did that, the governors of Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, all the states that were nearby called them. They were like, you can't do that, because they knew that everybody would pack up and leave California and go to those states.
But you see what I'm doing?
You know what I mean?
We don't want all them Mexicans down
Yeah,
here.
I mean, they're talking millions of people on public assistance that would just pack up and leave.
Now, in the TV today, there was yesterday they were saying about some states planning to those people who are in welfare, they're going to do a drug test. They're planning to do.
There's
a drug-
proposals, but
yeah,
that costs
right.
money too. So
But listen, either you do one or the other. I mean, you have
Wait a minute.
They're just
You're
gonna
going
cut
to
people.
do a
If you-
drug test for people
Who are in welfare.
Okay?
Right.
It costs money for the drug test.
You know,
It
some
costs
ma-
money for the person
No, we
to
can't go that way.
Administer it, yeah.
Okay.
We can't go that-
So if you're giving me something for free, why now you?
Because
Come on, that's
no,
ridiculous.
no, it's not ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
Listen,
Jose.
please.
You can't
relax.
tell somebody
Yes.
what to do.
Yes, you can.
This country
Listen.
has become.
But you see what I mean? You see what I
But
mean?
look, we have drug testing, in my job, and
wait,
that doesn't stop a lot of people from doing
But
drugs.
let me explain the
Yeah,
whole thing,
this
man.
is,
Explain the whole thing. I mean, it's easy to say, we spend money. That's socialism. What you guys doing socialism? Let me
Okay,
explain.
power to socialism.
Let me explain. Let me explain something. If somebody is in drugs and they get money for the family, the kids don't get the money. They spend the money on drugs. They get their food coupons. They go to their bodega. They go to the whole thing. And the kids still hungry. So
Right.
what they're saying is, he was talking about. Well, we got to spend money to do that. You have to spend money no matter what. Either you throw it away or you use the money the right way to stop this
But
problem.
Jose, your reasoning is correct.
Right.
Right. That it's a way to enforce that the benefits go to who's
the-
intended
to the
for.
children,
But
yes.
mira, that's going to change soon, because they won't even have the money. The way things are going in the economy, and they're going to have to make. Now you got that super committee that's coming out soon. They're going to have to make big cuts. They're going to slash Social Security. They're going to slash Medicare, Medicaid, the military. And I
Okay.
think when you start seeing that, we're going to have bigger issues than
You know what?
them paying
What's
for.
welfare? Welfare was a way to keep poor people poor. That's what welfare.
Okay.
I
You should
agree.
Definitely end
I
welfare.
agree.
I agree
Okay,
with that.
not find ways to
Yeah.
keep it and modify it, better make it. No, end welfare, give jobs. Look, there was a historic news today. I won't change subject again.
Right.
There was the deportation in the United
Oh, you see
States
that?
reached
The highest ever.
proportion.
Yeah.
Under
Obama.
Under
You guys you voted for it.
Sure.
under a black man. They hit
I tell you.
historic proportion.
I tell you.
And then right after that, I seen a commercial with saying, let's stop illegal immigration. They're taking our jobs. They're taking our jobs. And they had all kinds of, they had Indians, they had whites, they had Hispanic, they have all kinds of people coming in and say they're taking our jobs, okay? None of the people that were in that commercial will get up at 3 o'clock in the morning
Right.
to go pick blueberries. This is the job that they're talking about.
And last week, Angel, didn't we talk about your boss that that he couldn't even find the qualified high school guys anyway? So
thank you.
That argument doesn't exist.
Can
you
elaborate on that, Mr. Nieves?
Well, as we talked about last week, that
you don't see the program.
that there's high tech jobs that the high school graduates, when they come out, don't have the math and the science necessary to go into those jobs without major retraining. So it's a hard argument to say that, they're taking away our jobs. But on the other hand, are you really qualified for those jobs?
Yeah.
But it all goes back to the educational system, because that's basically what the gentleman was saying, the owner of the company, was that the people that are applying for these jobs, and especially if you come from an Abbott school district, or formerly, what's known as Abbott school district, you cannot qualify for these jobs because you just don't pass the test for math.
You see that?
It's tough.
I called him up last night. We were talking in the way here. They had a program in Univision last night. Mm-hmm. To Metas. It was about Hispanic kids in school up in Chicago and all that area there. And let me tell you, I was very surprised to see what I saw. Number one, me and Cordero was arguing again. We were talking about number one issue was the parents who cares, who worry about the kids.
Yes.
I mean, they went after they said these parents, and then they show a kid. His name was Leo, who came here, and he was living from house to house to house with a family. From Mexico, the kid came here, and the kid used to walk something like 2 or 3 miles every day to go to school, and then he moved to the next to King, and then he would go to the school, and guess what? The kid was 4.7. An orphan. The kid's an orphan. 4.7. Now he's going to Harvard University.
But that's the exemption. That's not the general.
Hold it, please.
Hurry up. Make the point, because we only got short time. Go ahead. Make your point. Make your point.
What I'm trying to tell her is, I get frustrated when this happens. What I'm trying to say, he's a kid who cares. And then the rest of the kids, one mother was sending the kids to public school. She saw he wasn't going that good. He wasn't going that bad. She took him out. She put him in a charter school. Now the kid is beautiful. Now they're turning around, those people, and they got together with some private corporations, and they opened medical schools. Sort of like a medical training school. It's a high school. It's a prep school, medical school. You know what happened to those kids? The principal told him, you are the future of this country, doctors, nurses, surgeons, and all that. So the private company put money on this, and they got this state-of-the-art school, and those kids going there, it's only for health, education, medical.
And companies do want to put money in. I mean, they want the workers.
And the majority of the kids there, all of them was Hispanics.
Not a surprise.
Because of the parents was pushing them.
Not a surprise.
And we keep pushing. We keep saying the schools are bad. The school is this. Listen, if you live in the bad neighborhood, what you do? You move out.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
Right.
Same thing. If you go into the bad school,
get out.
You get out. Go find something. Do something. My God, get up your butt and do something.
Excuse me,
stop
Jose,
making excuses for them.
All right, look. Univision goes out there and talks about the emphasis on the parents. Yeah, okay. No, hello. You took an MBA and you went to get all this degree to come and find and say that emphasis on the parents. But you don't need a degree for that, okay?
No.
A blind man will see that.
No.
The thing is, Jose, that if a school like that kid that was not learning in the public school and he went to a charter
school, the parents came and found the school, man.
Excuse me.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Excuse me, Jose. Excuse me. Oh, hold on. The problem is here, that kid that came out of the public school and went to a charter school and started learning because the public school wasn't not working.
Right.
Hold up.
Right.
The problem is not the parent, not the kid, but the school, okay? And Univision should have been there saying, how do we get that school to perform better? Because that's one kid. Excuse me. That's one kid coming out. And how about the masses of kids that stay behind? What about them?
Well, let them get up the damn food and do what they're supposed to do, man.
Excuse me, Jose. Listen, Jose. Let's.
If
When
one
we
do
talk
it-
about kids, we want to be clear.
If
We
one
wanna be
did it,
clear.
everybody could do it. This is America, man.
But they're not
this
doing
is not
it.
America.
The
But they're
parents
not-
are not doing it. The
Hey,
parents are not doing it.
When you come to education, Jose, this is more communist than anything.
I'm not gonna
when it
fight for
comes to
everybody.
public education.
I'm gonna
Jose,
fight-
Can I make the point?
Go ahead, make the point.
Be quiet while I make the point.
Make the point,
Okay.
make the point, make the point.
All right. When you talk to that school that did not taught that kid that it's a bad school. The Univision should be saying, how can we get that school to
No.
work, okay,
No.
for the masses?
No.
Okay, yeah,
No.
that parent
No.
was.
No.
Can you hold on for a minute?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, you hold on for a minute.
Sure.
All right. That kid, that parent was fortunate enough to take that kid out, but the masses of the kid who stayed behind. What about them? Our whole emphasis is to fix public schools, not to continue to take kids out.
No.
And what about the masses of the
Not
kids
my
that stayed
emphasis.
behind?
Not
I
my
want it in Camden. If you look in Camden,
No.
what kid will stay in Camden Public School?
No.
There's an 80% dropout rate in the city of Camden because the schools are bad, because the schools are violent, and we need to find a way to get these schools to perform better for everybody, not just for some kids.
But Angel,
Let
don't
me
you
explain.
think? But don't you think, Angel, that maybe also the environment of Camden, in Camden, the home environment is bad. And I'm not trying to attack the families, okay, but when you look at the last 30 years, some odd years, they had that regional contribution agreement where the other towns would pay Camden to build their portion of the low-income housing.
Right.
So you had over 3 decades of importing low-income housing and people into the city. It gets to a point where you get a critical mass of so many people that really don't have the right skills. That now you have Camden in a real bad situation because all the middle class have moved out and all the business owners moved out.
Is, look,
can it be maybe the problem can also be the schools and some home environments?
The problem is right now is that the schools are blaming the environment and the parents for their.
Well, everybody's blaming each other.
Listen, for the lack of for their failures. Okay, when you blame the parents and society for your failure, you have given up, and you should find another job. That's what they have done, and they continue to do that. Now, we have an incompetent school board. We have an incompetent superintendent. We have incompetent principals. And we have a lot of bad teachers in this school district with $385 million.
A lot of money.
$22,000 per child when Cherry Hill receives $10,000. That's the problem. We have incompetent people making ridiculous, asinine decisions for our children. Every decision that goes out in the school district does not benefit the child, the parent, or society, and they continue to do that. Mayor Red it continues to appoint board members who don't even know this thing of the problem or who've been there for 20, 15 years and have done nothing, and they are there. Now, we continue to blame. In Camden schools there, in Camden, there are about 7 charter schools, and there is a waiting list for them. Okay?
You see the applications for charter schools in front of you?
Can I say something?
Uh-huh.
Can I just say something? I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Let me explain what it is.
This is not a dead horse.
This is a dead horse. You know why? Because look at it this way. While you're trying to fix the school, our kids keep falling behind. So what you do is, like those people did over there in Chicago and all that, they took the Spanish community, took their own kids and said, you know what? Let them fall apart. That's their problem. We're going to go and move ahead.
Jose, why do you think the charter schools are full?
Well, let me
and why do you think there's a waiting list?
Let me explain.
I don't know. Can you tell me why there's a waiting list?
I'm not talking about it.
Okay.
People want a solution.
Okay, because
They
people
wanna
are
fix
doing
the
exactly
situation.
what he's saying.
That's what I'm trying
so
to tell
why
you.
is he beating?
Yeah,
But you're both right. Here we go again with you're both right. I mean,
Right.
and there's a lot of sides to this.
Right.
Well,
let me explain what I'm trying to say. What these people did, and most of them Mexican, and I know. I'm not going to worry about saving school for somebody else. That's their problem. They don't want to fight with you. Wait, let me finish.
You're not an activist. I am.
It has no
I'm an
sense.
activist for the people. Everybody.
No, I'm not an activist. Listen to me. Hold a minute. Hold it right there. I came here in 1948. Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
History now.
No,
Let's
watch
go.
this.
Okay.
I moved to a neighborhood that was all Jewish.
Oh.
Jewish community in Grafton Street in Brooklyn. Most of the schools was Jewish schools, and they were good schools.
Of course they were good schools.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. They were good schools, but most of the Jewish people was going to their own schools. Then the Muslim people came to Canton, Brooklyn, and did the same thing. They started building their own schools. So what? And they start worrying about their people. And that's what the problem is. We have to start worrying about our people getting ahead, and those who don't want to get ahead or fight the fight, let them keep what they want.
Well, understand too, Jose, that
because this is about, I'm Puerto Rican. This is about my people.
But
because you know what? And I told them, the Afro American community in Camden, they run everything. The Spanish is way behind. Because they don't get involved, they don't fight, they don't know. They sit there and whatever, wait for the checks and all that. So you know what? I ain't gonna follow those people. I'm gonna get.
You mean blacks are not waiting for checks either?
Listen. But they control the city. Look at South Camden. Look at all the beautiful houses they're building. You see South Camden over here? You see those churches, the mega churches they're building there? That was from the money from the Bush. What do you call that money that gives?
Sure, but you know what though?
What I'm saying is, I'm going to take care of my people. Let my people get ahead, and those who want to stay behind, that's the problem.
That's not the solution, though. Although I understand your point. I understand your point.
You made your point.
No. I understand your point, but no matter what, today we're going to have to work with everybody, and I'm going to stay on this thing. You have to work with everybody. If we're going to use public money, everybody has to come to the table. We have to force. But we have to do it.
No.
Because it's public money. If you want to go ahead and open up schools, then you come up with your own money.
Well, wait a minute. You're wrong, because these people in Chicago, you got to see this problem. These people in Chicago have money from the taxpayers and everything, because we pay Spanish people pay taxes like anybody else.
Chicago is where you're from.
Well, what I'm saying is these people took the bull by the horn and say, listen, we ain't going to worry about those people. We're going to do it ourselves. And they did it. And the guys, the principal Spanish, the school is Spanish. So don't give me this about, well, I want to help the world, because it's not going to happen.
No, it's not that we're going to help the world. But you know what, though? In this city,
take care of yourself.
Personal responsibility. Right. Everybody has to be responsible for themselves and their family. And that's true. You have to have the discipline to get your butt out of bed in the morning, turn off the TV, okay, go out there, find a job, and create a safe environment for your children. Make sure that they're fed. And when they come home, that they have the right environment to study, hit the books, and then they go to bed at a proper time. We have a problem with that in Camden, that a lot of people don't do that. Okay, so there's a home environment problem. Of course, there's a school problem too, that they're not addressing the needs of the students. Okay, but regardless, in the end, we're still gonna have to get in the middle and work it out somehow.
All right, let's change topic. Jose, you lost this one.
Well, I don't think there's any winners or losers in this one.
No.
Jose, Chicago is where you're
I'm number one, I'm number two, I'm number three.
Jose,
me.
Jose,
Hell with the rest.
Jose, me. Jose.
That's right.
I mentioned American. Me.
Jose, in Chicago, where your friend from?
Oh, me? I'm from Puerto
Chicago.
Rico. What?
Your friends from Chicago.
What friends? I ain't got no friends in Chicago.
Obama's not your friend.
Heck no, he'd never been my friend.
Emmanuel, isn't he the president?
But you know what? But wait a minute. You know what?
The money flows.
You know what? It surprised me that he was in the program and he was talking about the Spanish community getting ahead. He was very surprised.
Of course, because he knows
he was very surprised.
He knows that the ticket to any election is Hispanic. And let's talk about what news you have.
There was an issue last week that we talked about, and me and you had we didn't agree on the numbers of people in jail. You said it was 2 million. I said it was 3 million.
It's 6 million.
No, it's a little bit over 2 million.
It's 2.4.
2.4 million.
Yeah, with the U.S. and the population. So
2.4 million.
2.4 million.
They missed one. They missed one.
Guys, I can't. Now, Jose, I can't touch that one about that fire captain. All right, I work with the guy.
I can't.
Girls, guys. I say girls. I say no third world country house more prisoners than United States.
We're the best.
We're the best.
Number one.
Number one.
We're the best at screwing somebody's lives. We're the best
I like your shirt.
Incarcerating our. What you say?
It's a little Taino shirt.
A Yunque National Forest. I wish I could get one of those.
Because we're in our own Yunque right now in Camden, but it's not a good one.
Taínos?
Yeah.
¿Eres more Taínos en Puerto Rico?
There's a few running around.
Didn't Christopher Columbus
He tried.
all of them?
He tried.
Listen,
He tried.
now that we're talking about the Taínos, a little.
We gotta lift that Taino spirit up from our
yeah.
people. Though. That's what we
Absolutely.
gotta
Go
do.
Taínos!
Now that you say about El Yunque and Taínos, Israel Nieves took one of the lawyers from Camden to Puerto Rico, and to meet with the government of Puerto Rico. At that time was Rosselló. He took him there. You know, they had this thing.
Yes.
And they went there. And one of the lawyers from Camden was looking out of the window, out of the White House, and and then one of the lawyers asked one of the guys that work for the government, "Where's the Indians?" The guy said, "What?" He says, "Well, I'm looking for Taino." And they said, "They not Taino." He saw that we were walking around and, with bow and arrow.
Like the Wild West?
Yeah. I said, the guy looked at him and said, "This guy's kind of strange."
Well, they found Taino Indian.
Yeah.
They found some sacred grounds in Miami.
My great-grandma.
Miami about 13 years ago when they were building a hotel on the beach. So they had to move the hotel site, the construction site, to leave that park there because it was
the Taínos
nationally historic. So the Taínos were in the continental United States. For those that say that,
yeah, they were from Florida,
yes,
Dominican Republic, Cuba, the Caribbean,
yes,
Indios Caribe. They were from that area too. In fact, they were related to the Roja, something like that, some Indian. And listen, by the way, I got to talk about. You were talking about jail. You cannot talk about this.
Let's take this call. Take this call. No way. Guess who's on the line? My friend, my mentor, the guy who is like my idol, El Monstruo Bruno.
Wow, he's a survivor.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo estamos?
Aquí, mira, amigo tuyo está aquí, José.
¿Qué le pasó al Centro Cultural?
Mira, me dice que tú eres tesoro del Centro Cultural.
¿Cuántos chavos le dieron a Israel por el Centro Cultural?
Mira, tú sabes que ese hombre estaba basándose con la alcaldesa.
Bueno,
mira, se estaban besando. Ese hombre no tiene vergüenza.
Se jodió el Centro Cultural.
Es amigo tuyo. Me dijeron que es amigo de Bruno.
¿Quién es amigo de Bruno?
¿Tú, Israel?
Israel Nieves.
Israel, Iván y toda esa gente.
y Nilsa Cruz Pérez, que está ahí en la Junta también.
Ay, mira, ¿qué le pasa?
¿Y monstruo, dime, qué contigo?
No, lo que pasa es que te quería hacer una pregunta porque se habla en los pasillos que tú eres el hombre de poder, entonces tú eres el que va a decidir entre Mary Cortés y Luis López en el 4. Yo digo, y entonces cuando él va a hacer la decisión entre el primo y entre la mujer que siempre lo ha apoyado y siempre ha estado juntos trabajando,
Mary Cortés,
a ti te dieron el poder, eso es lo que se dice en la calle.
A mí me dieron el poder. Hola, tengo poder. No, te voy a decir, te voy a conectar. Tú sabes que yo soy claro y derecho. Te voy a decir. La gente van a decidir quién escogen, pero ¿por quién yo voy a votar? Seguro que tengo que votar por mi primo.
Wow.
Seguro. Quiero a Mary. Wow. Pero yo le dije a todo el mundo.
Pero ¿por qué tú tienes que votar por tu primo?
Voy a votar por mi primo.
¿Por qué tu primo? ¿Por qué tu primo?
Pero esa no fueron las
es mi primo.
que te dieron.
¿Ah?
Esas fueron las instrucciones que te dieron.
No,
eso es así. Eso estoy contigo, Bruno. La primera vez que estoy contigo. Estoy contigo.
Mira, si tú estás. Te voy a decir una cosa, mi monstruo. Te voy a decir una cosa, mi monstruo. Y voy a poner después a Israel aquí. Tengo a Israel aquí. Tengo a Israel aquí.
Mira,
tengo a Israel aquí que te va a caer encima ahora mismo. Pero mira, no, si tú estás en una cueva, no salgas a buscar luz encima de mí.
Bueno, Bruno, ¿qué pasó con el Centro Cultural? ¿Cuántos chavos le dieron a Israel y a Iván Martínez?
Me dijeron que le dieron un par de pesos también a Bruno. Por Cordero.
No sé, porque...
¿De verdad, Bruno?
Mire que Iván Martínez es presidente del Centro Cultural.
Yo no sé, porque yo ando a pie, yo estoy como Eddie Torres, que ando a pie por ahí.
el Chelmen está a pie.
Vendieron a la comunidad.
Mira, tengo a Jaén Nieves aquí que te va a hacer una pregunta.
Dime, Israel.
Dile ahí, dile. Este es el monstruo, dile.
Él sabe
no tengo pelea con nadie.
No quiero pelear contigo.
Yo quiero estar en the background.
Pero
déjame que...
Israel está ahí.
Sí, míralo aquí, señor Nieves. Diga 4 palabras.
No quiero decir nada, pero mándeme mis cheques.
Escucha, que le mande cheque. Tú eres el tesorero.
Jael no está ahí, Jael no está ahí.
No, es otro Nieves.
El
pero
otro
no es
Nieves.
Jael.
Mira,
Jael.
adiós, ¿y qué pasó con Israel? Ya se fue, ya cogió el cheque.
Y Jael no está ahí, Jael está en la ciudad, pero no está ahí.
Ya cogió el cheque.
Y Jael te está escuchando, Ángel.
¿Y qué me
Mira,
importa
no
a mí?
vale nada. Yo solo dije en el pub que no valía 2 chavos, que eso era un descaro que él tiene ahí, abrazado con alcaldesa por ahí y dándole besos a todos los mollos. Le dio un beso
Pero
en
no,
el
mira,
pub.
no quieren,
a todos los mollos.
no quieren hablar del centro cultural.
Pero no le dio, no vi que miró a los hispanos. Pero abrazado con alcaldesa. Yo dije, Jael, esa mujer ha destrozado la comunidad hispana.
Mira,
Es un descaro. Tú eres un descaro.
Ángel,
Dígame.
el viernes tuve una actividad muy bonita de la Cámara de Comercio Dominicana y entonces fue ella allí a hacer una exposición de todas las cosas que ha conseguido la ciudad, pero no dejó que le hiciéramos una pregunta.
Sí.
Cuando hizo la exposición arrancó a correr.
Oye,
no dejó que le hicieran ni una pregunta, porque todo lo que dijo allí fue una ensalta de mentiras que yo dije, pues yo estaba haciendo mis notitas para hacer mis preguntas, pero arrancó y se fue y andaba con Carlos Hernández, que ese era el hombre que la escoltaba.
Mira, ve acá, pero
Carlos Hernández. Ay, Dios mío.
dime del centro cultural, ¿qué es lo que está? ¿Lo vendieron o qué es lo que hicieron?
Pero déjame a Bruno. Bruno, ¿qué hace José tirándote a ti?
¿Cómo?
¿Por qué José te está
Adiós,
tirando?
se lo olvida.
Porque-
Claro,
porque
¿qué
no-
pasó
porque
con el
los
centro
santiagueros
cultural?
No lo quieren en la ciudad ni más que la familia, no lo quiere nadie.
Gracias a Dios.
Pero no lo quiere nadie.
Gracias a Dios. Gracias a Dios que no me quiera. ¿Tú sabes por qué no me quieren? Porque yo digo la verdad y se la raspo como es.
España, pero no trabaja nada. ¿Cuántas veces fue la tuya? ¿Cuántas veces fue la de Carmen Ubaji? Eso es un bla bla.
Ajá.
Entonces, Santiago,
Contéstame qué pasó con el centro cultural. Dile a la gente como lo... Tú eres miembro del board. ¿Qué pasó con el centro
ya.
cultural? Dile la verdad.
Monstruo, en la próxima semana te espero otra vez, ¿ok?
Que venga para acá que lo voy a palir.
Hiciste que el monstruo enganchara.
Pero ellos están haciendo una escuela nueva de LEAP ahí.
No, sí,
Porque ahí está un sign. Yo estaba ahí last
hicieron un
weekend.
chanchuche del pastores con ese centro cultural. Hicieron un chanchuche que...
Pero ahí está un sign enfrente ahora del
Mira esto.
el edificio que dice New Leap Academy School de
Ese-
Math and Science.
Ese centro cultural se lo dio
Oh, I know.
Milton
El county,
Milán Milton a la ciudad. Pues entonces Israel hizo los chanchullos que hicieron y los problemas que hicieron y ahora no se sabe lo que está pasando.
José,
Anyhow,
give me the news that you got.
Ok, la news bien que mejoró
Hey, gotta
a
make
mí
it fast, 'cause we're running out of time.
el bombero que se robó los chavos y no
Un gringo.
un gringo se robó, ¿cuánto fue? 100,000, 100.
No. El primero robó como 55, 60 mil y después pagó para atrás 27,000.
27,000 y entonces
Pero-
el tipo le van a dar, basado en un salario de 100,000, 124, lo dejaron que se quede con la pensión. Mi hermano, si el tipo robó, ¿cómo casi no le van a dar la pensión?
That's a good deal. That's a good deal, huh?
It's a good deal. But did you guys hear about the zookeeper in Ohio who let all the animals out and then shot
No.
himself?
What?
Yeah.
Estaba embollado.
Mira que las cosas están en reversa.
He
hoy.
let all the animals out and then shot himself.
Chicago.
In Ohio. Isn't that
Wow. Todo que
crazy?
hoy todo está.
Everybody's going
Everything's
nuts.
loco today.
Por
Crazy.
eso que yo digo, vamos a velar por la comunidad de nosotros, los demás que se chaven. Eso es
nuts?
así.
People,
Mira que-
what other news you got?
Tenemos Muri que le bajó
Ya.
que le bajó
I like the way Angel said that. He let all the animals out. He should have shot himself or something.
Yeah, John.
Muri.
Hey, ain't he a sweetie?
I know. He got lions walking around in the middle of the street.
In Columbus, Ohio.
And the cops are shooting them.
Lions,
They
tigers,
shoot 'em.
bears, oh
Yeah.
my.
Wow. Muri que le bajó el rating de Camden a A2, un rating porque la ciudad debe 3 millones de pesos en obligaciones de los
real
bonos.
quick.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. Camden's
Rating.
credit rating went down.
Went down to
Hello.
B. Yeah.
Se fía aquí. Se fía.
Here you go, right here.
Hello, look at what you got running City Hall.
Right. In other words, look out.
What else? What
what's
else?
new?
Come on, quick. You gotta do it fast.
Budget cuts. They got budget cuts.
Budget cuts. What's
Budget cuts. That means they're going to be some laid off coming from the county, and more laid off from the city.
But she already doing that. The mayor's already cutting everybody. If you're Hispanic, hold on. If you're Hispanic and you work in City Hall, I might as well clock out now and leave because she's coming after you.
Okay. Still the killing on Camden teenager was shot.
39 murders in Camden.
That's right.
7 in 2 weeks.
Right.
The mayor don't think that's a crisis. Okay, because we need cops and we need them now. But they have another agenda. They're waiting for Camden to destroy itself. What else?
And then they got this Camden deal with the bridge, an emergency bridge that closed in Bear Boulevard. Are you involved?
Oh, absolutely. You know, all of a sudden they find out after decades of not repairing the bridge, they found out that they should have repaired it.
Stop it. All right? Stop.
Okay. And now the firemen have to go out of their way.
Got to go to South Camden.
Got to go South Camden to come back to North.
But that's as bad as in North Camden. We can't take the East State Street Bridge on a fire apparatus because the bridge can't support the weight, so we got to go around.
All right, what else? What you got, Mr. Nieves?
Well, in closing, I just want to touch on. I've been reading a lot about structural racism. And Angel, Jose, this is what you touch on all the time. That the system is set up against, Hispanics.
Racism.
Right.
Yes. You mean blacks are racist?
No,
that's what Herman Cain said.
That in the system is set up against Hispanics.
Herman Cain, the presidential candidate,
jobs,
meeting.
Promotions, and of course I can't talk about some things until my lawyer gives me the okay
What else?
on.
What else you got?
That's all I want to end on.
Right.
What else, Jose, for you?
That's it. That's a practical right. This guy Donald Norcross. He wants to. He told the people that they're going to pass a legislation about that.
About the expenses. They told us, Angel, we have legislation that's going to help the taxpayers of Camden. Bring your people at 1:00 to Kramer Hill. Community center, and because we want to we're gonna have a press conference, and we're gonna let people know what's an idea.
I was there.
We were there. I wasn't there, but all my people were there.
Nobody showed up.
Hold up. They were there.
Yes.
At 1:00.
1:00.
They had the conference
at 12:00.
At 12:00. And all the people were there getting wet.
The bamboozle?
The man.
Okie doke.
And then what gets me mad, Angel Fuente knew that they had the conference 1 hour before, and he was standing there looking at us like a fool. We were getting wet, and he won't say nothing. This is the kind of dumb made this duty.
The mayor does this. Mayor Red. See you, Mayor Red. I'll see you next Tuesday at 3:00.
Yeah.
We're going to take the casket, too. We're going to parade this casket everywhere. I can't wait till they open the park.
They're not going to open it now.
Grand opening, we're going to have a casket out there.
Protest
Bruno, what happened to the cultural center?
Angel, just leave the dead behind.